Kararan agatin chitab Kolenjin enu tugulele geren ketesyoni. Boroindo ni negeni otachini Logoiywekab Emet en koindo Nenyon ko Daisy Langat. Ngetauni Logoiywek County nebo Nandi ole gore tagege nebo gerob eun magetra president nebo emoni not nebo gegol ketiga billion taman ang mut en kenyit not nebo 2009 kaimuch ko mangeri bikibakalet en county nebo Nandi agotoy ganetisiet na campaign nebo koger ole kakimuch kegol ketik ribikibakalet gore tagenge nebo gerib itondo nebo emet genyorun gaindab logoiywek kobun sirindenyon Elwin Cherop.
Kondojin kolsetab ketik eng ketesyosyek tugul chebo police eng county nebo Nandi komwa afisaek chotok kole takchingei ichek kokol ketik million 3.6 amait kenyitab 2032.
Now we are here in Nandi to implement that program of presidential directive of tree growing and forest restoration. The other agenda again is to sensitize our officers on the service delivery charter standards, and then Bill of Rights and the police reform process. By the end of 2032, we are supposed to have grown 15 billion trees. And each police officer by 2032 is supposed to have planted 30 trees. So we expect at the end of 2032, 30 trees times an average of 100,000 police officers. So we expect to have planted by 2032, we expect the entire police service to plant 3.6 million trees.
Eng komasta nyi komwa John Momanyi ne ine kondojin ripsetab timwek eng county nebo Nandi kole wendi konamege eun ak afisaekab police asikosuldae tetutiet notok bo kolsetab ketik ole kamwa ine kole eng county nebo Nandi ko kikegol ketik chesire million 9.
We have a lot of support from the Kenya Police Service, and this is the way to go. As we plan to go ahead with this planting today, because after this, we are going again to plant another site, which we shall plant over 600 seedlings that is provided by Kenya Forest Service. As Kenya Forest Service, on behalf of the CCF, that's the Kenya Chief Conservator of Forests, we promise you that we shall provide enough seedlings to plant all areas that are within the Kenya Police Service compounds. And our target is to make sure that we reach 15 billion trees. In Nandi County, as we speak today, we have already reached 9,250,000 trees that we have planted. Our total target for the county is 17,100,000.
Kongetege taonitab Kapsabet County nebo Nandi, Logoiywekab Emet chebo Nenyon TV, kainenyu ko Elwin Cherop.
Kongoi mising sirindenyon Elwin Cherop kobun county nebo Nandi ngetakyinge county nebo Bomet le kanyorchigen bitab raini tangit noton beek ketililen kipsomaninik chebo sukulit noton nebo Kaptolo nemi got nekingoten ngatutik nebo Chibalungu kobun kibagengeit noton nebo Aqua Clara kosubkei kandoinatet nebo kibagenge noton komwoe kole takyinge niton koker kole kakimuch keistoege kaimutit noton nebo rarunet noton nebo beek mising ko en sukulisiek genyorun Mark Kipto.
Koindochi lumdaetab tangitab beek kibagengeit noton nebo Aqua Clara ole wendi kotoreti kipsomaninik chebo sukulitab Kaptolo koboto meng'ikab Kaptolo en koneng'oten ng'atutik nebo Chibalungu County noton nebo Bomet.
Today we are here to commission the Hope Tower that is going to provide water, safe drinking water to learners of Kaptolo Comprehensive School. Our whole intention is to ensure that people have access to safe drinking water. As we know, many of us are affected by waterborne diseases, so we are here to ensure that learners of Kaptolo Comprehensive School and also the community around the school have access to safe drinking water.
Ole kosipke ak kanetindet neo nebo sukulinoton komiten kibagenge koboto meng'ikab komosoton kokamwa kole wendi noton koipchin ichek keljin kosipke ak toretet noton nebo Aqua Clara.
Aqua Clara company for the partnership nekikiyai tugul kibagenge kenyorun beek chetililen cheu chu kikere ak keyoten betutab raini ko kiboiboi nebo iman mami kiy nekergei.
Ko kingoaibu this water filter komera wendi elelo kikotoretech filtaini kabisa.
En kebeberta noton nebo Leldet kokotinye meng'ikab komosoton boiboiyet koityi membatab koneng'oten ng'atutik nebo komosoton Victor Koech Mandazi en last mile noton nebo stimet nekonyorchigei ichek.
En kasarta nekikokoit ko kikobur Leldaninyon en oret nekimakebune for a very long time. Nekongobore kichobwech orani kenai kele mandazi ko chito nekoi netai recognize nech akemwa kele kimi mandazi subuhi ak saa sita ak langat tadi mandazi kimwae kongoi neo kabisa amu kakongonech sitimet okikoyoiwech oret.
Aripotenjini Logoiywekab Emet chebo Nenyon TV kikurenon Mark Kiptoo.
Kongoi mising Nenyon Mark Kiptoo en logoiwek alak kokomongei kandoinatet noton nebo konetik kopet akomach keker kele kimuch kerib kalyet ak chametabgei nebo konetik en sukulisiek cheterter mising ko en kasit noton tai kolonye barak maat nebo bolotet. Kosubkei ak kandoinatet noton nebo kopet komwoe kole imuch komuito anan koistogei alak en konetik en kebeberwek chekitesetai kebourenjin choton ng'alek choton bolotet. Ole mwoe kole makat en serikalit nebo emoni kobun ministry nebo ripset nebo kalyet en emet orit koker kole kaimuch kokimit tetutik chebo kalyet asimang'emak tetutik chebo somanet.
Natoa onyo kwa wanasiasa na viongozi ambao wanatoa matamshi na kuelekeza injili ya ukabila na kuambia wale ambao sio wa sehemu fulani waweze kuondoka, kwamba hiyo hatutakubali kama chama, kama walimu, sababu walimu ni baadhi ya wale watu ambao wanaeneza ile utangamano ama kukuja pamoja kwa inji. Kumbukeni, azma moja ya elimu ni kuleta ile ushirikiano ama unity katika nchi yetu.
We urge the police, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations and the National Cohesion and the Integration Commission to act with speed to hold politicians to account for the speech before it is too late. Security agencies must also address the emerging culture of goonism, which is formalizing.
En logoiwek alak koimuch kotuiyogei kandoik choton chebo dinit nebo Islam kobun murot katam nebo emoni akosuldaen sautik choton chebo komonut kosochin emet noton nebo Kenya kosubkei ak nebo ng'echeret en katuiyonoton ko Abubakar Bini komwa kole en inguni kotestai kobune cherutik emoni mising ko en kasarta noton nekoketestai keboronji yautik chebo belet nebo sukulisiek neisuldaen kipsomaninik lekonu kurset koityi Inspector General nebo Police en emoni koker kole kaimuch konde kutik chebo keistoegei yautik choton mwoe kole kong'em tetutik choton chebo somanet ak kora yautik choton chebo konyor kakotinosiek kipsomaninik kole yautiet noton nebo konekit ko yautiet noton nekikimuch kebel sukulit noton nebo kot nekirue nebo kipsomaninik nebo sukulit noton nebo Utumishi Girls nemi en county nebo Nakuru.
Serikali iandae mikakati kwa sababu mara nyingine huwa wanakaa hivyo, wameona dalili ukame, mazao yatakuwa ni machache, hawaanzi kupanga namna gani watu wataishi baada ya leo, kwa sababu wakati kapofika wakati wa mavuno mavuno yatakuwa ni machache na haitoweza kuwastiri watu wote. Sasa watu kikao kimewekwa cha kupanga nini mpaka sasa, ama tunangojea yatokee ndio tuanze kutengeza vikao wakati watu tayari wanakuwa wenye kufa.
Watoto ya mwaka 17, mwaka 16 na bigwa risasi, sisi bado tuko uchungu. Watoto mtu bado fika kiwango ya kupigwa risasi na hawana risasi ya kupiga polisi, lakini hao wanapigwa iko wanatoroka, wanapigwa kifuani, unaona, anapiga mgongoni. Kwa hivyo mpaka saa hii usiamushe kinono yetu. Kwa hivyo serikali aweke siku maalum ya kuweka nini, surrender, ya kusema sisi samaa hivyo na vile.
Kwa nini serikali isitumie mbinu ya kuajiri walimu ambao ni majasusi, walimu ambao wapelekwe shule ya ujasusi? Nakumbuka nikienda college kule Iregi, tulikuwa na majasusi, kumbe tunasoma na maskari, tunadhani walimu wenzetu, kumbe ni maskari wanakuja kutupeleleza kujua kitu gani kinachoendelea. Ikiwa serikali itafanya jambo hili kila shule kwa siri ya juu sana,
mtu yote akitowajibika katika kazi yake ni muhimu ajiondoe, na ndio heshima. Mtu yoyote atakayeshindwa kusimamia majukumu ni vizuri ajiuzulu, kwa sababu ampe mtu ambaye nafasi ambaye mwingine anaweza kuendesha wizara ile inavyostahili.
En logoiywek alak ko sirindet en katuiyetab kei nebo kiboitinik en emoni Coach Francis Atwoli kokonu kurset koityi kampunisiek anan biik choton chesire kiboitinik koker kole kaimuch kotegis choton ko magutik choton chebo kiboitinik ak imanda. Kong'ololi ine en kanaset nebo Nairobi komong'oe kole makat ketegis noton ko ng'atutiet nebo kapkirwok noton nebo kitabana kiboitinik choton chekikimuch kesir en kasar ak choton chebo kipchulia. Ole mwoe kora kole makat kotindoi chomchinet nebo kochut katuyosiek chebo kiboitinik oret agenge nebo kokoito
employers and those who are involved, because we have so many agencies, private companies that have hired people that they use them as merchandise, as slave trade to whoever wants to hire them, and then they are underpaid. You find that somebody who comes to your enterprise or he has been employed where you are working, you are doing the same job, the same education you have, and this person is paid a half of what you are getting. And this has made employers to negate their primary requirement of making sure, to negate from their primary requirement of making sure that there is fair labor practices in our country. So I think this ruling is a milestone. We'll have to help most of our unions into application of the modern industrial relations practice in this.
En logoiywek alak kakitestai keborionji ng'alalutik cheterter en kwenut nebo MPs chebo bunge nebo boror kotinygei ak bilit noton nebo chepkondok noton ko Finance Bill 2026. Niton ko kaimuch komong ng'alalutik alak en MPs en mwoe kole en Finance Bill noton kaimuch kinde aisurut nemiten barak ngoroik chebo mutumba kit neisioi alak en kandoik anan en MPs en mwoe kole mamiten aisurut alak tugul chekakimuch kinde en Finance Bill nebo 2026.
Agree with the National Treasury on payment of tax upon activation. So the status quo on how funds are charged tax remains, and we urge now that there be systems in place to make sure that mobile phones that are imported into the country without paying the required taxes, they administratively find a way of capturing those instead of burdening the taxpayer with extra responsibilities. Number two, on the issue of Mitumba, we have had extensive public participation, and we want to guarantee the members of the public that there is no any imposed taxation on Mitumba. It is true they want to zero rate the issue of Mutumba, but what they are not telling you is that they want now the VAT that people who trade in that business have been claiming, they will not be able to claim. That is the direct increment to the issue of Mutumba. And lastly, let me say the National Assembly is a place of debate. Why end a debate under Standing Order 95 that you do not want us to debate any further? You want us to vote. We came to...
En logoiywek alak kokimit rubeiwotab president en emoni kole mitetai serikalit nebo emoni kokirinda tilet nebo ketik ak wechet noton nebo itondo nebo emet oret agenge nebo kerib itondo ak kora chametabgei nebo biik. Niton ko ng'alalet noton nebo rubeiwotab president en emoni Professor Kithure Kindiki en betut noton nekakibaorionji noton nebo desertification en kebeberta noton nebo Vipingo noton ko county nebo Kilifi. Ole kimiti Kindiki kole boroindo noton netai nebo emet nebo Kenya kokerib komoswek choton anan konde metusiek choton nebo beek oret agenge nebo konyor kelchin biikab emoni ak kora konyor tetutik choton chebo ribet nebo itondo ak kora nyorunet nebo amitwogik cheyomotin. Akot kou noton kora komwae kole kokonde serikalit nebo emoni kakwautik chebo kikochi kakeranet ichek tugul chekikotestai anan chekimuch kobaorionji terchinet anan terchinet en kwenut nebo biikab emet ak tiong'ik choton chebo timin.
We are going to follow through on our commitments to fight desertification and drought as a country. We are going to continue being a responsible member of the United Nations family and other global arrangements that help us resolve this problem. My only call to the international community is that fighting desertification, fighting drought, is a shared commitment. It requires financing and it requires solidarity. And therefore, no one nation, no one part of the world can do this alone. Kwa hivyo, mwisho kabisa, maybe I should say this in English, finally, that part of the effects of desertification and degradation of rangelands is increased human wildlife conflict. And we have seen the statistics have continuously increased because of the increasing encroachment and degradation that is happening in this space. So we must make sure we do not lose more productivity in the rangelands, because when land loses its productivity, farmers lose harvest, people lose income, pastoralists lose livestock, communities lose water sources, young people lose opportunities, and the incidence and burden of poverty, conflict, displacement is the consequence of loss of productivity in the rangelands.
Chitab Kalenjin kawangnitab kay nebo logoiwechoton noton ko ngalalet nebo rubeiwotab president ko kakituch logoiywekab emet en koindo chekokitetunen saini. Kainenyun ko Daisy Langat testai ketesioni Langat Kimii Gaa.